We value what costs a lot, including the truth we gain from experience. Knowledge plants the seed, but experience grows the tree. A quote that is often attributed to Otto von Bismarck, although it is heavily disputed whether or not he actually said such quote, is only a fool learns from his own mistakes. The wise man learns from the mistakes of others. Regardless of whether Otto von Bismarck actually said this quote or not, is not actually very important. The reason I brought up this quote is a common belief or attitude among modern American culture, or at the very least, it is a common quote among the self-help or self-improvement communities, including the business communities. And although there are definitely certain circumstances in which it is much better to learn from the mistakes of others, the majority of the wisdom you obtain in life will come from your own mistakes. After all, life is meant to be lived. We're often told that the wise learn from the mistakes of others, and learning from others will help us succeed and grow much faster than if we rely solely upon our own experiences. After all, when you learn solely from yourself, you only have your own experiences and thoughts to learn from. By contrast, the more people you learn from, the more experiences and thoughts you have to reference and add to your own thought process. Therefore, learning from other people causes us to exponentially grow in ways we could never grow if we relied solely upon ourselves. This is especially true in large systematic matters. Learning from the collective experience of others is especially true when it comes to understanding concepts like the law, corporations, business, politics, etc. Systems capable of being replicated are perfect to be taught through the experiences of others. However, what isn't a system meant to be replicated? It's your life. That's why in life, knowledge plants the seed, but experience grows the tree. The knowledge you learn from other people's experiences, opinions, and teachings will plant certain thoughts into your mind. However, it is only after you gain experience with that knowledge, with those experiences or opinions and teachings, that you grow or that they will grow within yourself. After all, without your experiences, their advice is only theory. When we are learning a new skill, whether it is painting, being a car mechanic, or perhaps cooking a new recipe, it is not enough to know the theory. You may intellectually understand the theory, but you will not viscerally, truly understand the concept until you gain experience. You must practice painting to truly understand it. You must work on cars to truly understand how to fix them. Or you must practice cooking that recipe before you understand it. Life is the same. We must practice life. Practicing life allows us to play. With the concepts we have been taught, it allows us to see how the concepts we have been taught actually interact with each other. In addition, it allows us to develop our own concepts and weigh the concepts we develop against those things we have been taught. And perhaps even more importantly, experience allows us to assign value to things as well as concepts. We all have competing desires and values. Experience allows us to choose some of our desires and values over others. We get to experience the consequences of our own decisions. This is why I said earlier that knowledge plants the seed and experience grows the tree. What we are taught, and even what we discover ourselves, allows us to have a set of values, beliefs, and desires. However, experiences allows us to weigh and play with those values, beliefs, and desires. And in turn, it determines in which direction and for how far we grow. Almost like branches on a tree, some branches are long, some are shorter, and some branches are pruned off the tree altogether, all as the tree grows to new heights. It could be the same that knowledge is an accumulation of experiences. After all, knowledge and theories are born from the combination and mixture of many different experiences of many different peoples. Therefore, in order to truly understand knowledge, you must have had an experience that aligns with those experiences of the people who created the theory or articulated a certain kind of knowledge. It is almost like a piece of that theory or a piece of that knowledge has to already be inside of you in order for you to truly understand that theory as a whole. Therefore, contrary to the quote previously mentioned, namely, only a fool learns from his own mistakes, the wise man learns from the mistakes of others, I would argue that you cannot learn from the mistakes of others unless their mistakes and the knowledge gained from their mistakes already aligns with a mistake that you yourself have made. It does not mean that you have had to make the exact same identical mistake, only that there must be some commonality between their mistake and your mistake. There must be some commonality between your experience and what they taught. How often were you taught something when you were younger, only to later on, after having a powerful experience, to finally being able to truly understand fully what you had been taught? You may have understood the concept prior to your experience, but it was not until you had an experience that aligned with that concept that you fully understood what you had been taught. And it was only after that experience that what you were taught truly became a part of you, yourself. Therefore, today, in these times of social media, this message is to help you judge yourself a little less harshly, to be a little more fair to yourself. If we look on the internet, we may judge ourselves relative to our peers, relative to what others have accomplished or have claimed to accomplish. We may feel that we are behind and blame ourselves for not learning faster. However, without experience, you could not have learned any faster, and so you must be more fair to yourself. Or perhaps you are judging yourself about mistakes you made in the past. You may be castigating yourself or being full of regret for some past decisions. However, once again, even if you had ignored wisdom that would have saved you from your regret, you would have never appreciated that wisdom without experiencing the pain of regret. So once again, please be more gentle with yourself. And finally, maybe you are waiting on your dream. You are waiting to act. You believe you must read more or watch many more videos in preparation for following your dream. But once again, you need to judge yourself more kindly. What you need is experience. You need to follow up with anything you read or anything you watch with concrete, actual experience. Because it is only with this experience that what you have read or what you have learned will become a part of you.